Welcome to the channel. I'm about to share with you all of the amazing details of our first field trip of the school year. Stick around. Welcome back. My name is Morgan here at The Life of Tillmans. If this is your first time, I'm so happy to have you. I hope that while you're here, you find everything that you need, love, and enjoy right here on the channel. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and click that little notification bell so that you do not miss any of the videos uploaded on the channel. If you've been with me before, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you. We have kicked off our new school year back in August. I gave you an August update. I will link that video down below in case you missed it. But we are like into it. We're into the school year. Like, it's almost October. I still cannot wrap my mind around that. The 10th month of the 2021 year. Craziness. But I promised the girls that we would do a field trip every single month. Well, I already broke my promise because in August we were not able to do a field trip. But I owe them, and they're fine with that. We weren't able to do one because it just got really busy really quickly and I was not able to get it in. But I'm gonna make up for that, no worries. One of the goals when starting this year was that doing a field trip every single month. The reason being a lot of things. Part of it is nostalgia. I remember, and maybe I'm the only one, maybe this is showing a little bit of my age, but I remember when I was in like elementary school and middle school, we would take field trips from school all the time. Probably 2 or 3 times a semester, we would take field trips to the zoo or a museum, or I remember doing like the Native American like field trip, land run type of thing. All of those types of things. We did field trips. That little slip, you take it home, your parent signs it, you take it back the next day, and you're good to go. If you need money, they give it to you. You fix your lunch, you ride on the school bus. Just all of the nostalgia about it. I'm like, man, I missed that. And my girls will not get part of that experience because we are homeschooled, but the field trip aspect of it, I want it to all just come to life for them. What we're learning, as well as things that may not even be related to our learning. I remember getting tickets to go to the state fair for free. You would go to the fair for free. I remember being out of school for a day to go and do things. And it was just normal when I was growing up. Like, that was a part of your schooling, your education. It was just a part of it. But I think that times have changed. I don't think that that's something that happens very often. Obviously, there's cost involved, and even before COVID, but there's cost involved with that the public schools may not have, and just all of the things that go along with that. So I wanted us to be able to experience field trips related to something that we're learning or not, something that interests the girls, educational or not. I'm fine either way, but just to have field trips. Always my goal is to provide fun educational opportunities, but you can turn anything into an educational opportunity, which is what we did for our first field trip for September. It was so fun. Okay, what it was, I wanted to go to the state fair, and we have not been to the state fair since 2018. We did not go in 19. I can't remember why. And then 2020, there was no fair because of COVID. And I was like, I wanted to take the girls back to the state fair, and our state fair just left this past week. So we decided to go to the fair. However, a few things about that. We are a vegan family, and it can be very challenging to find places to eat. I knew that going to the fair, we would not be able to find much, if anything, for us to eat. I knew that in advance. I remember growing up and going to the fair, and one of the biggest parts about going to the fair was the food, fair food. Like, you went to the fair so that you could eat and leave stuffed, right? A second part of that were rides. You wanted to get on as many rides as you could, hang out with your friends, all of the things. That was why you went to the fair. Those two things, food and fun, period. Well, we had to take out the food aspect of it. So I started thinking, how can we make this a fun trip where we can also learn something and have a good time? The girls get on rides and just make it a really good fun trip with the whole family. My husband was able to go as well. I started digging. looking into different activities that they have going on at the fair that most people don't talk about. for whatever reason. You don't talk about those things, you're not interested in those things, but I'm like, there's more to the fair than just food and rides. I know it, and games too, where you lose all of your money. And we did some of that too. So I got to digging and I found a couple of activities that I was very, very excited about. I'm going to share those with you because this was a fair experience for me that I had never had before in all of my years going to the fair. And so did our girls. The first thing that we did was we went to a place called the Hands-On Center. And what it is hands-on activities, learning activities, brain teasers, ping pong, pickleball, hula hoops, and all the science behind how it's supposed to work and the science behind jump roping, and really encouraging the children to exercise, physical fitness, strength. There were so many activities in there. We spent over 2 hours just in the Hands-On Center alone. That was it. Did you read the instructions? Divide the apples?
7 reasons.
As soon as we got to the fair, that was the very first place that we went, was to that Hands-On Center. It was awesome. So much fun. And the girls, for them, they didn't know anything different. This was their first real, I will say, fair experience because they're 9 and 8 and my baby girl is 4, and we went to the fair in 2018, 3 years ago. This was all that they knew about their fair experience, and I wanted to make it a really good one. There was jump roping. All of the brain teasers were amazing. It just so happened that we finished studying the United States last week. They had a huge foam US puzzle. You getting it? So you're gonna work from left to right. So you got California over there. Here's all the little pieces to label. Turn it around this way. Turn it this way so you stand and look at it. There you go. Good job. Uh-oh. Good job. Phew. We need one of these at home. You put this puzzle together, and then after you put all of the states together, you had to take the smaller pieces and name all of the states.
Brenna, Washington, Massachusetts. Now we stop putting some stuff. I got one for you, Melly. New Jersey. This is stressful.
It's stressful. Perfect. It went perfect for our previous learning with our curriculum. Right on time. Right on time. Then there was a craft section as well. The girls did a little bit of spin art is what it's called. They did a little bit of spin art. We just had a really good time. I mean, so much so, like I said, we spent 2.5 hours just in that part of the fair. It was awesome. So once we finished doing that, playing around in that area, we decided to go to another part. I had read on the fair's website that there were art exhibits.
This is all artwork that's created by students, children, 12th grade and under. Pictures that they took like this, so much detail. Ooh, I wonder what this means. Ugh, their mama probably yells at them. It's mixed media. Hold on, sister. This is so cool. Oh, is this Michael? You think this is Michael right here?
Where?
by students. And I thought, this is the perfect time. My girls are always asking, can we do this art? Can we do this craft? What can we use to make certain things? So I thought, we're gonna go into the art exhibit portion of it for the children to see what has been created and just allow the girls to browse and look. And there were some absolutely amazing photos, artwork, sculptures created by children from kindergarten all the way up into 12th grade. And on each picture, it had the name of the person who created that piece of art, what school they went to, their grade level, and what type of art it was, mixed media, sculptures, whatever it may have been. And there were so many things. And the girls found it really fun to go around and look for all of the artwork that was created by someone in their specific grade level. So my third grader, my middle baby girl, went around looking for everything created by third graders. My oldest, everything created by fourth graders. And then my toddler, who's 4, she's pre-K, so we looked at all of the things that kindergartners had created. And there were some amazing pieces there. Some of those children are going to be amazing artists when they get older. They're going to be famous. I know it, because that artwork was wonderful. And we spent maybe another 45 minutes there just looking at all the different pieces and what things were made out of. And they used buttons and styrofoam cups and just all kind of stuff. Things that honestly I had not even thought about using for a piece of art, but they used it. They used it and made something beautiful out of it. So here we are now, about 3.5 hours into our fair experience, and we have not eaten anything, nor have we gotten on a ride. To me, that was the best part of our field trip, that we were able to see things and do things that we had not done before and still go to the fair and enjoy ourselves for more than what I think most of us think about the fair. Most of us think, like I said before, food and fun, or the rides and the games. Not all of the other things that go along with it, all of the other like exhibits that they have. We just didn't think about all of those things. So that was our first field trip experience. Once we left out of there, we went and found snow cones, and I don't know what else. I think we did snow cones twice, but we enjoyed it. Then we decided to go and get on some rides, and the girls and I got on rides. We rode Ferris wheels and a little tilt-a-whirl thing. My 4-year-old is like a daredevil, discovered that about her. She wanted to ride everything that she could possibly get on. Every single thing, even things that she couldn't get on, and cried because she couldn't get on certain things because she wasn't quite tall enough yet. But we had a really good time. We spent lots of money, of course, and we were there for a long time. We got to the fair around 11 and did not leave until about 6 or 7, 6 o'clock, I believe it was. So we had a good time at the fair. But my goal was met. My goal was met in that we gave the girls an educational, fun experience. And they wanted to go back. As soon as we left, they're like, can we go again before it leaves? Of course, the answer to that was no, because it cost too much money and we just didn't have the time to fit it in our schedule again. But that was our first field trip. So I encourage you, look for something out of the box. If you have a state fair coming, see what other opportunities they have outside of food and games and make that a really good experience. I am working on our future field trips. I would like to have them planned out for the rest of the year. That way I know this is what we're going to do. Unless it's something that's outside and the weather does not permit, I will create a backup plan for that. But I have a list of things, a running list of things that the girls want to do, different opportunities around our state. I use our state's children's magazine. It is geared towards families for all of the different activities that are here. So I do reference that a lot to find different things because I may not be aware of opportunities. I also want it to be something that is different for us and something that will interest our girls, because not everything interests them. And so I'm searching to make sure that what I create is an experience that they will enjoy. They will have a really good time and take away something from it. So I want to know field trip ideas. What field trips do you have planned, if any? Put those down in the comments below, and I will link the video where I talked about some things that I was going to do different this year, and I talked about field trips in there as well. So I am giving us a double thumbs up on our first field trip for the school year, and I'm excited about what other things we will get into as the year progresses. I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you some inspiration. Go think outside the box to find a field trip that is amazing. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click on that notification bell, and I will see you right back here at the Life of Tillmans for another video next time. Bye.